Hi everyone, it's Michelle. This is gonna be my third life video about me being in 4th grade and my 2 years of 5th grade in Catholic school. But before then, I have a huge announcement. See this? This is my very first dress ever. I just got yesterday and I'm so excited. I love it to bits. I got it Hot Topic online and it was like $40. But it was totally worth it. It's like a little spider here and spider skirt. It's really cool. Also, big news. I got my estrogen up today too. I'm now on 4 milligrams or micrograms of the estrogen pill. I forget what it's called. But anyway, so yeah. And it's really big for me, and oh my god, I met my very first chaser ever was hitting on me and through Facebook, and the fucker was engaged. I look on his profile, I'm like, oh, who is this guy? Yeah, a friend, I guess he's like one of my fans or whatever. So I click him, and he's like, oh, he's engaged, and all this other stuff. He's like, hi, sexy. I'm like, hi, thank you. Just trying to be nice and everything. So he's like, oh, and then we're talking and stuff. He didn't really ask any personal questions. He's more into wanting to hook up. And I'm like, I'm looking at your thing, says you're engaged, you're in a relationship. And he's like, oh, she's crazy. I'm gonna leave her. It's like, really? And, oh, and supposedly he's transgender. I want to be transgender too. So I guess that's his pickup line. Well, if we're both transgender, you get the best of both worlds. That's not how it works, buddy. If I say, I'm into girls and you actually went through started your transition and stuff, great. Come see me when we can actually talk girl stuff. Not like, oh, I want to be transgender. Let's have sex. No. And so I just broke it off with him. Like, yeah, I'm blocking your ass. Fuck you, asshole. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with the real part that I came here to tell you about. More of my school years. Yay. So, my 4th year, after having a nightmarish 3rd grade experience with those little gangbangers and shit, and gang children, I got to go to Catholic school. It was very interesting. 4th year, I started getting to some kind of puberty at that point, and I started seeing people differently and more sexually. Not really much the girls or the guys. It was more like a couple teachers and stuff. I started noticing them more than anything. What did I want to say? I was starting to like see, like, we had to wear the uniform and stuff. I'm like wearing the button-up blue dress shirt, the navy blue slacks, and we had to wear dress shoes, and oh my god. Okay, I'm wearing a choker, and I don't even feel this. I put a tie on. I'm joking. I guess that's more of a mental thing, and that's how I felt like these 3 years of going to Catholic school. Every day, a tie. I'm like, oh my god. But, yeah. And I met my one neighbor friend. She went to school there too, so it was like really cool. So I got to hang out with her, and we were really good friends for the most part. She did make fun of me here and there, but it's all in the past, so I really don't care. And that's where I met my very first foreign exchange student as well. She was from Japan, I believe she was from, and I got to learn culture from her. She taught me how to write my name in Japanese, but I don't remember how to. That'd be kind of cool. And she was just this cute little Asian girl, and at that point I was like, oh, I kind of like the Asian culture, and I didn't know you could paint your nails and toenails and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, you do, I do that all the time. It's like, I didn't know you could do that. I learned some stuff from her, and she was great. She was really nice. Everyone loved her. I forget what her name was. I hate when can't remember anything. But so that was fine. I went through 4th grade unscathed. I was kind of hesitant at being in school because year prior thought I was going to fight my way out of something. That's what happened a lot. All the violence and everything. In my first year of 5th grade, that's what happened. The elementary school ended up shutting down after that. And we ended up going to the high school / middle school. So all the Catholic schools in one building. Yeah, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. So we got to be in these things they call modulars. And we had our classrooms out there and everything. Only problem was there was no bathroom. And the bathroom was on the other side of the school. So guess what? We had to go through... we're at the very end of the modulars. Okay, so we had to get up, go all the way down, out of the modulars, into the main building, and through the thing, past all the little kindergarten, 1st grade and 3rd graders and everything, just get to a restroom. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I did pretty good, okay? I tried my hardest, but, it was probably October that year, everything went to shit, because, mom ended up passing away. Even though I really hated her and wished ill on her, what really fucked me up is watching her die in front of me. Well, she didn't die right then and there. She was convulsing on a hospital bed, and, her heart rate's, like, going, and they're rushing me out of the thing, they're trying to stabilize her, and, that really fucked me up after that. I couldn't really concentrate on schoolwork. It's like, I do not want to be here. Please don't make me go to school, and I just didn't get really good closure, because there was no funeral for her, no memorial service. I didn't even get her ashes or anything, so it's a really touchy subject. I think I went on about it in my previous video. So if you want to look at that at transgender cons of being a transgender woman, I think that's what I named it. So anyway, after that, my school went away. I had a really problem like concentrating because I just couldn't get that image out of my head. No one understood that. But I did pretty well as much as I could. I still didn't pass, so instead of them passing me on, like after they knew what the hell just happened to me, and it was the same year, was 2001, so we had 9/11 happen, so everyone was screwed up from that. And we were in Pennsylvania, and how the one plane like crashed, like right before it hit Washington D.C. and stuff. It crashed into our state, so everyone was all shaken up by that. So my mother's death kind of was swept under the rug because we're worried about terrorists coming to blow us up and stuff. So the next year I got to do 5th grade again. And okay, there was this one science teacher my first year of 5th grade. I freaking loved her. She was like the greatest teacher ever I had for like a long time. The next year I gave her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law was an ex-nun. And she says her reason for leaving the convent was, oh, it's not how it used to be when I first joined. So she left and was a teacher. This woman was freaking evil. I know they say like nuns are mean and stuff, but oh my god. This woman was like the meanest person I've ever met, ever. She would be like, treat everyone like crap. No one passed her classes. Like, no one passed her classes. She taught history, English, and religion. And I don't know if anyone else sees this, but oh my flipping god. The Catholic religion, they practice, they want to say, God loves you and He'll take care of you always. But at the same time, it goes, oh, if you do anything bad, you're going straight to hell. And oh my god, this woman would berate me every freaking day. If, my, what was it? Like, my textbook was supposed to be on the right side, but it was on the left side. Like, I got two books mixed up or something. That's what happened. So she decided to dump my desk, and she did like, I want to say like 3 times during that freaking school year. I was like, what is your malfunction? Then she like taking me out in the hall and like threatening me and stuff. Goes, well, we're going on a field trip and you're not going. Like, I already paid for my ticket because we have to pay for everything. Because it's a private school and they don't get funding like the public schools. It's like, yeah, that's what the $2,000 tuition is for your students to go once a year so you guys can take care of them. No, we had to pay for everything. We had to buy our uniforms from them. We had to buy our book covers, our books. It was a mess. But we did it, and my dad put me in there because I was having so much trouble in public school. I did not want to have to, like, actually fight anymore because it was like a whole year of me getting my ass handed to me. And the second I stand up for myself, I'm in trouble. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that last year of 5th grade, it was pretty bad. I told her she was going to be sorry at one point because she's sitting there threatening me and stuff. So I was like, that bitch is going to be sorry. One of the other students went and told her, oh, I'm going to be sorry, huh? I was like, yeah, you are. And after that, I just gave up on religion altogether. Because, one, the principal was also a deacon. We had priests there. We had another nun there, which this other nun looked like a demon. Oh my god. Her face would turn red all the time. Like, oh my god. You're like, serve God and you look like that and you act like that? What the hell's wrong with you? It was ridiculous. And from that point forward, like, I don't want to be associated with the Catholic religion, and I just kind of threw it all away because it wasn't worth it. It's not that I do believe in God. I just don't believe in these organized religions because they're always changing stuff to suit their needs. Like, oh, we have to change with the times. Okay, that's all fine and good, but not when you're protecting pedophiles and shit. Like, because there was this like big thing back in the 90s, 2000s, and everything about priests molesting the altar boys and the church covering for them and just sending them to another. The rumor was they were just sending them to another thing and have a clean slate. But like, are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. And like I said, the 2 5th grades I was in, I started to really find myself, and I started feeling like I didn't want to wear the male uniform. I wanted to wear the girls. Yeah, I actually liked how they looked, and they looked comfortable, and I kind of wanted to dress like that, but I couldn't because I was a boy, which is stupid, which. Tell me this makes sense to you. They have all these back to school sales and stuff. Oh, you gotta go back to school and get new outfits. What's the point of me getting any school outfits when I have to wear the same uniform every day? So I had like 3 pairs of pants and like 4 dress shirts and like 2 ties. So that's what I wore all the time. Those combination of that. Oh yeah, and we had these sweatshirts. They were black and white and they had like thing here. I get crap. And I can't find pictures of him. I wish I had the pictures. I would totally show you guys. Because I would like put them in the thumbnail or whatever. But I don't. So we can't do that. And like I said, I was starting to question my sexuality then. But with the nun there and how the church was voicing how things were. If I would have came out as gay or anything, and I saw what happened with gay people in the public school, they'd be basically trying to they would probably done an exorcism or something on me, I think, because that's kind of how they were, like, oh, if you're gay, you're going straight to hell, like, oh, I don't want to go to hell for being like that, so I kind of did everything I could to get rid of it, and hide it, and fight against it, so, kind of wishing I hadn't done that, just been myself, but I wasn't. After that school year, I finally got to just say, we ended up moving to Washington, and that was, made it some, challenges on its own, because I ended up moving from Pennsylvania to Washington, where my aunt that I talked about before, she went and helped me and stuff, and got me out of the situation with my mom, and brought me to live with my dad, so we're like, oh, we're gonna live with her. We lived with her for a little bit, but we got our own place and all that, so that's all good. What do I want to say? It was kind of difficult with her, because she just had a baby, which they were going to adopt years ago and never did. So instead, she had a baby like right before we got up there, and she was all obsessed with him. And so I kind of got put on the back burner, but that was kind of like I was kind of used to it, like with my grandma and aunt, because they were like catering to my little cousin so much. So I was like on the back burner, and they didn't really take care of me as much as they should have, which they made some really bad mistakes, like giving me too much of my wrong insulin, because we had I'm diabetic, like I said before, and there's 2 different types of insulin. You take like a lot of dose of this one, and it goes like a 24-hour thing, and it stays in your system and slowly disperses around your body and does that. There's the regular insulin that's fast acting. I don't know how many times my grandmother mixed those 2 up because of my little cousin. So I'm like, great. And this other time she did that, and instead of going eating like we said we were going to, they wanted to go shopping, and I'm sitting there having a seizure in the middle of Ames. It's a department store that no longer exists, and my dad was working there at the time. He's like, what's wrong with him? What's going on? So he grabs me. I'm like, cool. I'm not even sure where the hell I'm at. And he grabs her like, drink this. I'm like, go get his tester. Go get his tester. So they check my blood. It's like, after all the soda and after like 5 minutes of waiting, I finally get my tester and they check it. It was like only 40 or something. So eyes were like really low. And then we went and ate, and my aunt, it's like, are you kidding me? This was in Pennsylvania, not the aunt here, so I'm just sharing that. Sorry, I'm all scattered brain. I'm just kind of excited about my dress and other stuff that's going on. And so anyway, I ended up living with my aunt in Washington until it was time for us to start school. I moved out there in July, August, September, so like 2 months we were there, and before we got our own house, which was like right away, and I started hanging out with new people at the school and all that, so it's cool. But I'll get on that to the next video. I just want to say what happened on my way up there and my school thing. The ride up to Washington was actually a total nightmare. We decided to drive up instead of fly up, or get a moving company to do stuff. So we just packed up and we went. Well, when we got here to Washington, we found out a lot of stuff got left, and a lot of stuff just got stolen by my one cousin, because he's a little klepto. I don't know. We just decided to take what he wanted, and things got, I guess he sold them for drugs, I don't know. So, yeah, that happened. So I didn't have my GameCube that I just got for Christmas. I didn't have a lot of other toys that I wanted or needed. I didn't have some clothes I really wanted and didn't have. So it's whatever now because I don't care. I got an Xbox 360 later. And what else happened? Oh yeah, so we're driving up here in a U-Haul. Our U-Haul breaks down this tiny little town in Oregon. So like right there, or was it? Yeah, Oregon. So we're like right there in Washington, about like a day's drive up there. The thing breaks down, and we're like, well, we need another truck. They only had one truck in that whole little town, and they would not give it up because it was the big one, and that was what they used. The population of this place was like maybe 1,000 people. It was tiny. So we were there for like over 2 weeks, which we should have been in Washington like 2 weeks before then. And then they tried to charge us for all this time. Like, hey, it's your truck that broke down, so we want our money back because you guys totally screwed us. And we never got our money back, so that really sucked. But so under the bridge now and all that. And got there. I met my aunt and uncle, which I already knew them from years ago, but it's awesome to see him again. Met my little cousin, Rhino. We call him Rhino. It's a nickname. Yeah, and that's pretty much all that really happened from then on. Other than that, nothing. Just went to school and moved, and then my mom dying, and that's pretty much all that happened for those 3-4 years. And then September 11th, that was a nightmare, but that's what the time was, and I kept playing Pokemon there for a while. I switched to Yu-Gi-Oh! I was playing that for a while. Moved to Washington, and I just got out of it. There's no point of playing the game I don't want to play with anyway, so yeah. Well, anyway, I'll talk to you all in my next video, which should be probably a transition video and not a Michelle history bit video. Excuse me. Okay, so I'll talk to you all later, and I hope and put some. Oh yeah, can you guys give me some ideas to do some videos? Cause I'm kind of running out of ideas, so maybe you guys can like go down there, put some comments like, "Oh, you should do this video, or you should try that," or something. So I have something to fall back on, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Love you. Bye.